That Bay Area. What's up, Richmond, CA? There's some real stuff right here.
Add on coming down here.
It's Aji, man.
Once upon a time.
Add on.
I knew how to rhyme.
Keep your at home. Me on. Or me want to own. Me on type of flow.
That's all I got to say.
Me on.
Alright.
Or me want to own. Me on type of flow.
Welcome back to another episode of the Add-On Podcast. Got a special guest, Mecca Smith. How you going?
How you been?
Good. So talk to us first, a little bit about your upbringing, how that was for you, stuff like that.
I grew up in Minnesota. I was the youngest I have three sisters. I was the youngest child. It was just like I got spoiled because I was the only boy. I always got what I want, even if it just took time for me to get it, if I didn't get it when I wanted. But I grew up in Minnesota until about, let's say, I was in kindergarten. Right before kindergarten started, I moved out here. I lived out here for like 3 months. And I ended up going to school out here in Vegas for like 3 months. Then I moved back to Minnesota. I went to like 3 different or 4 different elementary schools.
Wow, you're same with me.
And then I stayed out in Minnesota until 2013. I moved out here back to Vegas, and I've been here ever since. I always been around family. Family, we all tight.
Yes, sir.
In Minnesota, it's like a mix of my mom's side and my dad's side, so we get both sides of the family. But here in Vegas, it's just really my mom's side, so when I'm out here, I barely see anybody else besides my mom's side of the family. But I'm going back to Minnesota at the end of this month.
That's what's up.
For like a week, so I'm gonna get to see both sides of the family. And yeah.
Yes, sir. Like growing up, were you into any sports, anything like that growing up?
Yeah, I grew up playing basketball, football, but it's like I was shy to play in front of people. Like I was always nervous.
You was shy, man. Like this dude, I remember he'll go to intramurals, but he wouldn't go to tryouts. Like touch on that a little bit.
It was just more that I was shy, like of a coach's opinion, saying I'm not good enough when I felt I was always good enough.
Right.
But I always felt that I was better at football than basketball. But I played basketball more. It was more convenient. Like you can go dribble a ball outside and go easily go play. But when it comes to football, you need like 2 people to go play catching. Like after high school, people don't really play football unless you're going to college for it or something like that. You don't really play.
Right.
But I was always better at football. I love football. When I was younger, I used to play. It used to be me and my cousin used to be 2 on like 10, and we would always win. We would play the same play. He would throw the ball deep, and I would catch it. That was our thing.
Yes, sir. For sure. So you got any siblings, stuff like that?
Yeah, I got 3 sisters.
No brothers?
No brothers.
See, with me it's different. I got 4 sisters and 1 brother. So it's like I'm close. It's like I barely see my brother. I wish I could see him more. So it is what it is, though, man. So I agree with you on that.
What sibling are you closest with?
My closest, probably my middle sister. You know her, Legacy.
Yeah.
Legacy. But then sometimes it's also Essence I'm the closest with. So it's definitely not my youngest. She be getting on my nerves sometimes, but we make it through for sure. In your opinion, what's your biggest failure, and then what did you learn from that?
I'll say one of my biggest failures is not trying out and playing basketball or football. Because I always felt I was better than this guy, and I was like.
That's your biggest failure?
Yeah.
That seems to me more like your biggest regret.
Maybe.
More than failure. But go ahead.
But yeah, and then I always I learned that just don't be scared, just take risks. Who cares who cares about the other person's opinion and how they feel about it?
Right. For sure. So growing up, what was your career goal compared to now, currently, your career goal?
When I was young, my first career goal was to be a firefighter. That was the second grade. I was like, I want to be a firefighter. And then we went and visited as a school trip, field trip, to the fire station. I'm like, yeah, I want to be a firefighter. Like in Minnesota, since it's like cold outside in the winter, I used to put my snowsuit on and like practice like it's a fire thing. And I used to like, Mom, time me. They do that same amount of time. I don't remember what the time was. I used to be able to do it in a certain amount of time. I'd be like, Mom, time me. I'll get ready for school and try to get like to beat the time that they do.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll do it, but then like as I grew up, it changed. Like after that, like when I first got to high school, I wanted to be in medicine. I wanted to be a neurosurgeon.
Mm-hmm.
And then I realized how many years in college that is.
Dang, really? That don't seem like you. It's interesting you say that. Neurosurgeon. That seems very complex for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
And having steady hands, like I have steady hands and all that, but it's just so much into college.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, like towards the end of high school, I chose that I want to do business management and accounting. Because I always want to deal with money. And like maybe like because my grandma got a business, cousins, like everyone from they got business. So I want to be able to control money.
Right.
Be able to control money. And I think I always wanted to be famous and rich. Like I always say that when I was young. I was like, all right, I'm going to remember that when I'm famous.
Yeah.
People used to be like, I remember that when I'm famous.
Yes, sir.
But, yeah.
Yes, sir. I think that's for me, too. Is like, so you said business management, that's what you're kind of doing on right now. So for me, growing up, a lot of people know that my first sport was actually football. Yeah. But growing up, obviously, it was rough, like, homeless shelters, poor, stuff like that. So I never got to play pee-wee football. Yeah. So the first time I actually played football was my freshman year. So that was a wake-up call, getting hit. I was probably like 5'9", 130, 140. I wasn't a big dude. So like after that first year, I was like, nah, I'm cool. I'm done. So yeah. I think it was like Teo. I don't know if you remember him. Yeah. He's like the first one to ever cracked me. And it's like, I got right up, but I'm like, longevity-wise, I got to do basketball. So for me, I just kind of focus on that now. But,
especially with your height, it's more easier.
Yeah, 6'3", bouncy, and I'm only getting better, you know what I'm saying, for sure. Yes, sir. This is a question I actually asked one of my guests last week. What's the biggest problem in the world today? You know what I'm saying? Why do you think, to counter off that actually, why do you think most people don't succeed in the world? Like, they don't achieve their career goal?
I think a lot of people don't achieve their career goal is because they wait on it. They wait on it for it to come. They're real, what's the word?
Procrastinate, yeah.
They procrastinate. They were trying to wait for it to come to them.
Something I always did in school.
Yeah, like I did the same thing in school. You always try to wait for it to come to you, and people just wanted a handout too. they wanted to get handed to them. Mm-hmm. Oh, you want to be, say, a billionaire. Oh, I want someone else to do the work for me, and I just Or like when they realize what they want to be, how long it takes, and you're not gonna get it first try. You gotta learn.
Yeah.
Same with me. When I was first started doing YouTube,
we was gonna touch on that earlier, but yeah, go ahead.
I had multiple channels. I had a channel by myself. I had a channel with Ali. I had a channel with Fanny and Ali. I was gonna make a channel with just me and Ali when I went to Arizona. But now I think I'm gonna get back into it.
For sure, yeah.
I'm already getting started. Like I'm ready to start another channel.
Yes, sir.
Actually pursue it and not just keep giving up on it, because it's like to see. Just if you keep putting out videos, you're gonna get seen, and then have you seen this guy's channel? Oh, okay. Or it's gonna pop up on someone's feed, and watch it.
Exactly.
You can make it like that.
Yeah. Like this dude, man. Like in high school, is like he was like the promoter, everything. Like he was rocking with me. I was rocking with his channel. We would go around, say, hey, subscribe there. We probably gained like one lunch, probably like 20 subs just off asking people.
We just random people.
Just hustling, like. So
for subscriber, and it worked. Like people was really subscribing, and like the first time it got like it was sophomore year, someone was like, you should start a YouTube channel. Like me and my homie Fanny, we would walk up to random girls and be like, who's cuter? Because he thought he looked better than me, and he really didn't. So
that's tough.
You just go back and forth. Who's cuter? And then the girl was like, why don't y'all start a YouTube channel? Like, you right.
And lo and behold, you already had one. Yes, sir. So what's your biggest, YouTube influencer, like the one you look up to most? When you first started, and even now, honestly. I know you like DDG, but he's kind of more like a rapper now, but give your take on it.
My influencers, who I like look up to, is DDG. It's just DDG.
And he's your favorite.
He's my favorite YouTuber.
Yes, sir.
And then he's my second favorite rapper. It's
Mhm.
Lil Baby. Like
Mhm.
them are the two people in the world who I would like really want to meet.
Mhm.
And it's like I just love Lil Baby's music. Every time he drops a song, I'm like, oh, did you hear that? Let me run it back.
Mhm.
Like, and then DDG, like I like how he transferred into music. You see if it works, it works.
Mhm.
And like I just loved his videos. First time I heard DDG is when he did like his it was one of his diss tracks.
Lil Yachty one? That one? Or is it a different one?
No, I think his verse was like Phase or something like that. I don't know. He was in his house with his shirt off. I remember it. And I'm like, I like this guy. And then I just kept listening. And then I listened to Da Vinci.
Big Back. Yo, that song went hard. I remember he showed me that in high school too. That song went hard.
And just started listening to him.
Mhm.
And then I just watch his videos. And I like how they have a group in LA. I like want to do.
What do you mean by group in LA?
It's like it's DDG, his brother, Deshae, Chino.
Oh.
Like it's like a group of them, and it's like they make videos together. Like they be making like series. Like right now they're little series just like Nerf guns. Like
yeah, I know you.
Nerf guns. Like and people.
DDG stole woo up like stuff like I be believing it thinking it's real, but yeah, I be forgetting it's a series. That's crazy.
And it's like I just like how they do it. And it's like he can come in back and forth. Like he'll go trending. He's posting a video. It's like.
So when you started YouTube, it's like that's what you're gonna kind of do, like more like vlogs, or you gonna do like reactions? What type of content you gonna do once you start back up?
More like vlogs, pranks, reactions.
Yeah, I'm gonna prank you down your grandma, or not your grandma, your mom.
Yeah.
I gotta go pregnant, and that's what I felt like you could have just kept going.
And then like
that was a good first prank.
It was, and then like after that, I pranked my dad, and like I just had so many thoughts of like, what should I prank? Like I still have so many ideas like what to do as pranks. So I'm just like, yeah, I'm just start YouTube again, but actually this time I'm gonna start it with my girlfriend. It's gonna be like a channel.
Oh yes, sir. I always wanted to do that, but it's
and it's like
it's cool.
You can get both sides. You feel me? Some people just like the girl side, and some people like the dude side. Some people like them together.
Facts.
And it's like
caught FaceTime with my ex prank stuff like that.
Like just anything or
random stuff, yeah.
Or just like ignoring my girlfriend. Like there's a lot of videos that can be done as a group. Suppose that's just one. And like, oh, I want to record today. I don't feel like it. The other person, you feel me? Okay, you don't want to record? Okay, I'm going to prank you now.
Stuff like that, for sure. Let's transition to the NFL. What's your favorite NFL team, man?
The Vikings.
Vikings. So you Minnesota?
Minnesota. And I was real...
When did you first become a fan
of
the Vikings?
I was always a fan of them, but it's just like I never was like, okay, this is my team. Like,
because you were born in Minnesota, right?
Yeah, I was born in Minnesota,
So
and like when I would watch football, I was like, okay, I like them. But then like I want to be a bandwagon, but I just like would like certain people. So I always loved the Vikings. But then like Percy Harvin, he was on the Vikings, and then he went to the Seahawks. That was when I first moved out here.
Percy Harvin, he was a dog, man.
And I was like. I'm the Seahawks fan this year. I said the Seahawks gonna win the Super Bowl, but they ended up winning the Super Bowl. And then I went back to the Vikings.
Bandwagon can't do that.
I'm not. But then like Cam Newton, I'm like, oh my gosh,
2015, yeah.
I said, who's this guy? They're gonna win the Super Bowl, but they end up losing in the Super Bowl to the
Broncos. Yeah.
But I'm like, I always like show love for Cam Newton. Like I just love how he is as a person, as a player. And it's like.
Speaking up on Cam, you think another team should give him a shot?
I definitely think another.
Because he's got cut by the Panthers and everything.
He can definitely go to the Texans right now and make them better. Like who do they have? He can go to the Jets.
I don't even know.
He can go to the Jets.
Like he said, there's not 32 quarterbacks that's better than, and that's true. Better than Cam Newton, the former MVP, got his team to the Super Bowl, but time will tell.
I would say who's better than him. You can Tom Brady,
of course,
Russell Wilson,
Rodgers,
Patrick Mahomes. Russell Wilson, you can say him. Maybe Lamar.
Justin Herbert.
I don't get why people think Justin Herbert's so good. He's not.
Really?
He's not.
Bro,
He's not.
What?
He's not.
Okay.
I would not rank him top 10. He's not that good.
I can't. Doing the list is off top. But like I said, you got Brady, Rodgers, Mahomes, Allen.
Allen's better than him.
Yeah, he is.
Kirk
But yeah,
Cousins
Herbert
is
got to be
better.
top 10.
Kirk Cousins is better than him.
Kirk Cousins is not better than Justin
Yes, he is.
No, he's not, bro.
Bro,
And I
Cam-
respect Kirk Cousins because he was with my team and he won us some games. But
Cam Newton is better than Justin Herbert.
that's blasphemy, bro.
not.
That's
He
crazy, bro.
Imagine a running back.
You see his deep balls?
He can throw it deep, but Cam
Yeah.
Newton can throw it deep too.
Yeah, it just don't look as pretty. Like Herbert always say, he don't got the strongest arm, but when he throw that deep ball, he got one of the prettiest balls in the league. Throwing to Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, stuff like that.
But imagine someone who can throw it deep and then have someone who can stand in the pocket. And
So now you're saying Herbert can't stand in the pocket?
If he gets hit, he's not a big quarterback. If he gets
He's
hit,
6'6".
If he gets hit, he's going down. Cam Newton is this.
True, but he's not as accurate.
You ain't got to be that accurate.
Yo, that's wild, bro.
He's a better quarterback.
So what do you think the Vikings? You think they'll make a playoffs? Who's even your quarterback? The Vikings.
Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins. He's like.
We just got the Rams head coach for the offensive coordinator for our head coach. I think the Vikings are definitely going.
Who?
Vikings.
To the playoffs?
They're definitely.
Who's in the division?
We got Green Bay.
You not beating Green Bay.
Stop it.
I know they lost Adams, but they brought in who they get. They got Sammy Watkins. They got Valdez Scantling still.
They don't have no one.
You guys are not. I don't know.
We have the Bears. You think the Bears is better?
No, Justin Fields is not ready. No.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. It's just it always comes up between the Packers, but you guys are not beating the Packers. I'll be surprised if you do.
We have a better defense. We beat them last year one game, and we
True.
15 out of 17 games
Mm-hmm.
or something like that was decided within the last 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
If we would have won all of those, we would have been like 13 or 14.
I guess. But speaking on him, how he said he was. It's easy for him to say he's a Vikings fan because he's from Minnesota.
Yeah.
I'm a Commander fan, but I'm from here. So
What made
funny.
you start being?
Yeah, so I was gonna touch on that. Like, actually, my dad, he got me my first PlayStation. I was like 6, 7 years old, something like that. Probably around 08, 09-ish.
Over there in 08.
Was that?
Who was at the Redskins in 08?
08 was like Donovan McNabb, stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
This other dudes. It was before. It was actually, I don't know if McNabb was a quarterback in like 08, something like that, but it was around that time. And then he beat me with the Redskins at the time. The Redskins name, and then I was like the Broncos or something. And I'm like, he beat me. And I played as the Redskins, and I beat him. So I'm like, and my favorite color was red. So it's like that's kind of a funny way how I started being a Redskins fan. Ever since then, RG3, still a fan of him.
Yeah.
Somebody said he was actually at the draft.
Yeah.
RG3, I was looking around, still didn't find him. Like, man, my one chance to meet RG3, but yeah, that's how I pretty much became a fan for sure. Who's your 2 Super Bowl team to make it this year?
This year, I definitely have coming out the.
Don't say Vikings now.
Okay. Coming out the AFC. I have. Who do I have coming out the AFC? I got the Bills.
Ooh,
Bills should have won last year.
that game against the Chiefs was tough.
Yeah, I was watching it.
They changed the rules.
I was watching the game on my phone, and it kept skipping. And every time I wanted to watch it, that scored a
I
touchdown.
hate
I
that.
watch it back, and I'm like,
Went down to the wire.
I'm like, it's over. It's 2 seconds left.
So why do you say Chiefs though? I mean, why do you say Bills though? Is it because Tyreek left, or you just think the Bills this is gonna be their year?
It's gonna be the year. They almost had it last year. They got Allen. They got Jefferson. They got
Jefferson is top 5 receiver.
not Jefferson. They got Diggs.
Wait. Oh yeah, I'm thinking of you made me think that Justin Jefferson is on the freaking Bills. I got confused
But
for a
they
second.
got Diggs, and they
Yeah.
got this. He's a little white quarterback, and not quarterback, wide receiver, but he's just tough with his
Who?
move.
White quarterback?
No,
White
no,
receiver?
Wide receiver.
Only wide receiver I know is like Cup and Thielen. I don't be keeping up with them.
He's over there. He's like Cole Beasley, I think his name.
Cole Beasley. Oh yeah,
He's like
played.
real shifty.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
And then who you got coming out the NFC?
NFC, I got. Can't go with Vikings. I would have to say coming out, it will be someone like. don't think the Rams can do it again.
No.
No, definitely not.
Cooper Kupp,
No. Stop it.
Matt Stafford,
He,
Aaron Donald.
he got like,
Come on, man.
no, they don't. They're not repeating.
I hope Odell, man. It's a shame he got hurt because I actually wanted him. Like, he still contributed, but
He was definitely gonna win MVP.
yeah, he was on. Yeah,
He was on something like they
yeah,
were
Cup
gonna
won it
win.
because they were so worried about Cup, and then they were singling Odell, thinking he washed. So yeah.
But I don't know who coming out there. NFC.
Honestly, I say Brady because they just signed Julio today. I know he's not what he once was, but I think Brady gonna win one more and retire.
He can't.
I mean, though, I would bet against the GOAT, man. 7
He's
rings.
not the GOAT
So who's the GOAT?
of all time.
Yes. This man said Brady's not the GOAT. I want to hear this.
You saying Peyton Manning's not better than him?
What?
Peyton Manning's not better.
He's not. Who Peyton Manning? How many Super Bowls Peyton Manning got? Like 2?
Like to.
Yeah, to 7. You can't
It's
compete
like-
with that.
But if you're on the Patriots, it's easy.
So it's easy if you want to pay. Okay, so why did Mac Jones didn't win?
Mac Jones, you see how good he's doing. Is he not doing good?
He's average.
But he's doing good.
I can't even say he's doing
Put him on the
good.
Jets, he's not gonna win no games.
Yeah, but it's nah.
It's just the Patriot way. It's why.
So Mac Jones, he better win a Super Bowl before he retired. Then, if you said it's
He's
easy,
gonna win a Super Bowl before he retires. If he stays with the Patriots.
then why you say Peyton's better though?
I'm not saying Payne is better. I just don't see Tom Brady as a GOAT. Like the way.
Okay, but you saying like in general, like greatest football. Okay, who's the greatest quarterback? Just strictly quarterback.
Like
You can't give me another one. Montana's not better.
Aaron Rodgers is better.
Aaron Rodgers, he's a better gifted thrower of the football, but he chokes every year in the playoffs. Absolutely not. He's not better than Brady.
Bro, because Brady spends time paying for his offensive lineman. He stays in the pocket for 5 seconds.
Yeah, that he takes pay cuts to build a better team.
Yeah.
And he's not like Aaron who takes up half the salary. That's why Devontae left.
Yeah.
The greats Tim Duncan. He took a pay cut. The great players all time take pay cuts. So that's the difference. And ultimately, why I think Brady's the GOAT. For sure, man.
I don't think he's the GOAT, but he's not the GOAT.
Let's change this to the NBA, man. AD, Russ, and Bron. You think they can win the championship together with that team, or this doesn't have to happen?
I think, yes, they can win. I definitely think that they can win. I think it's just if AD's healthy and Russ is actually playing. Like, Russ was throwing up a lot of shots. He showed a lot of bricks, but he was actually had a lot of stats that went unnoticed. Brown just kept getting mad.
He averaged 30. He did his thing.
But Brown, after he sees someone miss a layup, he would give up.
You expect year 19.
Yeah,
what do you expect? He's not trying to waste time.
Yeah, but it's just I definitely think that they can win.
Do you think they can win with Russ?
Yes, with Russ.
Okay.
Because you're saying Russ being able to run tempo.
He can push in transition.
And
It's just with Russ, his turnovers and then his shooting. And then he plays no defense. So what does he do? You know what I mean? Just like he's not OKC Russ anymore.
he's not.
He's not.
Definitely not. Same as James Harden. James Harden not Houston.
No.
James Harden.
He lost a step for sure. But Darvin Ham, he's been speaking glowingly of Russ. So hopefully they can change things around.
I definitely think. I don't know if they're gonna win the finals, but I know that they're gonna be in the playoffs this year for sure, and they're gonna be top 4 in the West.
Okay.
Sure.
I hope so, man. I'm a Lakers fan for sure. Transition to rap. You touched on Lil Baby a little bit, how you like him, stuff like that. What makes Lil Baby so special? And like after that, you tell me that. Give me your top 5 rappers ever.
Ever?
Yeah.
Okay. Lil Baby, I believe he's the best rapper right now. He's the best new rapper. The way he's able to hop on any song and just and he has the same flow. Like he has the same flow every time, and it's like he's killing the songs. I first heard him. I think it was started off as Close Friends. I'm like, what is this? Turn this off. And then like I listened to it again. I'm like, oh yeah. And then like during the pandemic, right when it started, at the beginning of it. I was listening because he just dropped his album, and this is when I was still doing YouTube. Emotionally Scarred, I did like a lyric prank, and I did Emotionally Scarred, and I'm like, this is really what? Okay. And then I just, ever since then, since the beginning of 2020, I'm like, yeah, this is my favorite rapper. Yeah, I just love everything how he does. I love how he rap.
Yes, sir, for sure.
I know that Eminem is your greatest rapper.
Yeah.
He's not the best.
Is he in your top 5 at least, or top 10?
I would say definitely top 5.
For sure. Like I said, I don't get mad when people like. I used to be like, no, he got to, but like, I feel like for him not to be at least top 10 is like crazy, considering the fact he's the best-selling rapper of all time, and it's like one of the greatest cadence, flow, stuff like that. But
if he was black, he would not be.
Absolutely. If he wasn't black, he wouldn't be as big, but you can't say he only blowed just because he was white. Yeah. Because if that's the case, then Logic would be good, G-Eazy would be higher, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's skill in there.
But like he was good, but it's just like him being white boosted it more. Yeah. Especially
because they ain't never seen nothing like that before from a white guy.
Yeah, and it's just like the first one of him
Rap God for sure, man. We getting ready to wrap it up soon. This is obviously the add-on podcast. What's your add-on to the world, to life or whatever?
Add-on to life. It's a good question.
Shout out my mom.
For other people. For me or for other people?
No, it could be it's your perspective, but what's your add-on to like just the youth or just the world in general? You know what I mean? It could be anything.
Let me think. Add-on. I would say, don't be nervous. Take a risk. Don't be scared. Take a risk. Yes, sir. If you keep doing what you gotta do, you will succeed. And don't, just because someone's telling you the way that they're doing, don't listen to their way. You know what I mean? Don't not listen, but don't just piggyback what they do, because maybe that might not work for you. Right. So see what's good for you, and what works for you, just keep doing that. Yeah. Yes, sir, for sure. Obviously, go ahead and shout yourself out. Shout your Instagram out, your Snapchat, whatever you got going on. My Instagram is _babybolo_. Follow my boy. My YouTube channel is gonna be JBTV. So y'all stay tuned for that for sure. Yeah, it's gonna. When you gonna drop this? This will probably be out within the next 2 days for sure. The next 2 days. At the time of recording this, yeah. I'll probably have the first video. I'm probably gonna go record that today. Tomorrow, I'm gonna record for sure. The little first video but yeah, because I'm getting ready to prank her. I got to prank her. Yes, sir. Yeah, man, I appreciate you coming on, man, for sure. Thank you for having me. Yes, sir, man. So you're the first person with the banner in the background, though. Yes, sir. This is lit, man. I'm Soulja Boy. I'm the first ever. I had to get my boy on, man, for sure. All the cool memories in high school. But yeah, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. It'll be on all platforms soon, including Apple Music, Spotify. I know I keep prolonging it. It's just with my schedule with basketball, work, stuff like that. And obviously, video is better than the audio right now anyway, because this is what's working for me. But other than that, stay tuned for next episode.